Hello everyone, I have stacks and stacks of paper here. You guys probably know what that means. It means I am preparing my SUP-in for the first time. I had a little bit of stuff in there, but I'm truly preparing for more of the entire year, and for good reason too, because over the weekend I unfortunately at that time I got sick. So I woke up with a tickle of the throat. It got worse over the weekend. Monday I felt better, but my voice, I could totally tell, was just straining to talk. By the end of the day I could barely whisper. Tuesday my voice did come back a bit. I try to not talk as much, but I totally feel more sick now. So I'm trying to prepare myself and my sub, who usually covers for me if I'm out, either tomorrow or Thursday. So I have a couple of things here. I'm gonna go ahead and prepare this, and I'll show you guys what this looks like. I'll show you around the classroom, just a couple things that are in there. And then I'm gonna go home to Cookie because I do have him for this weekend next week. And then that'll be it for Tuesday afternoon. Monday I did have Case. By the way, if I ever not said it, I am in the Case program after school. It is from 4 to 6. I signed up for Monday, and I am actually teaching video editing. So I actually teach what I do. A lot of more students have noticed I have a YouTube channel. So hi kids, how you doing? But yesterday I actually showed them how to get their own YouTube intro. So we went to Canva and showed them how to add music and how to download some templates. They were sad that a lot of them were like the paid version. I'm trying to see if we can do like a school EDU kind of plan, just because I know that if you are on a plan that you can get those crowns for free, because a lot of them are limited to the free version. So I'm trying to expand that so the kids can have unlimited options. But until then, the free versions were okay for now. So that's what we did yesterday. Today I'm preparing the SUP-ins. Today was also the first day that we did division, so I'll show you my strategy on how I taught that today. So let me go ahead and get this started, and then I will show you guys later. Alrighty guys, so it's actually about to be 5 o'clock, so you will see the lights turn off in just a minute. But I have binder clips here and all of my sub plans here. Now right here is where I capped my SUP-in for just the beginning of the year. Last year we did put this in the front office, but this year the front office was renovated, so it's a little bit more complicated to find things now. So I will probably keep it here unless they ask me to put it in the front office, and I'll put it in there. Now I will tell my sub like where to find it, and it's pretty easy because I do have a nice cute little label right there. Last year I did teach both math and science, so we actually do have science as well as math. So I will take off the science for now, or maybe next time, because I'm a little bit tired. I'm trying to go home. The only thing is, I remember I made 2 versions of this label, and I don't remember which version I made, so I'm gonna have to look that up later. But basically I also have this as well. Let me see if y'all can see that. This is basically my master copies. Now I did also put answer keys on here, but I did realize that I did start running out of space, and I was like, let me go ahead and just put the master copies in there. And I did ask myself from last year and this year, hey, do you guys even want the answer keys in there? They were like, no, not really, we don't even check the work. So I will just put the master copies in here. Let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. And oop, there you go, my lights turned off because it's officially 5. Let me go ahead and show you these 2 right here. So one of them is science, which I will not be updating since I no longer teach science. But this one I actually do need to go home and update, because this one is the sub plans, like what my agenda is, what all of them are, like how the students need to be behaving and where they need to be sitting, as well as all the student info, so their name, their IDs, their phone numbers, all that jazz. So I do need to go home because this is from last year, and you can kind of see a little bit like helpful substitute forms and information. I think I can show you the first page, but I can't show you anything else because it does have private student information even from last year. And then I can show you science. So again, I used to have answer keys in the front, so that way if they wanted to find the answers, they could help a student. And then towards the back, I used to actually have the master copy, not just for me so I can reuse them each and every year, but also for them in case, let's say, we have 5 extra students, or God forbid, maybe we have to separate or something, or let's say we have maybe 10 students that were able to go on a field trip because of behavior, so now they're stuck with 4th grade. So something like that. You never know. In any case, like, I always just try to prepare for the worst. So I do want them to be here just in case the sub does need to make extra copies that goes past what I originally made, because I made 60 because I have 57 students. And here are a bit more. Some of them did not have an answer key, so if they don't have an answer key, I just put the master copy on here, and then I just pretty much put the rest. So that is what science used to look like. I'll still put it here just because I did spend the time, and you never know, honestly, I might go back to teaching science. You never know what life's gonna throw you at. But now let me go ahead and show you math, and this is pretty much filled except for a few extra pages. So we have, I try to do a lot of busy work that's gonna take about an hour or two because the classes are only an hour and a half. So I have like a bunch of word searches, coloring pages, stuff like this. This one is 1-digit by 2-digit multiplication, as well as word problems, but a little bit of coloring because I know the coloring pages do take a little bit of time, and this is not something that I would teach personally because they don't really want us to do coloring pages, but they did say it is allowed for substitute days. So this one I know takes like a while because they have to do this and then they got to go back and color the spaces according to the graphing. And then multiplication, division, subtraction, all of this, division. And then I try to display it. So originally it looks like this. Let me kind of show you a bit. It's actually 2 separate pages with nothing on the back. So then when I put it in there, I just flip one, put the one on top, and then I just slide it through. So that way it looks like this. So I have one on this side and then the other side. Now you may be wondering, well, why don't you just do 2-sided pages? Well, that's because when I actually went to go copy this, I want this 1-sided each, just because this is a coloring page. So when students color, and they most likely will color in marker and not color pencil or crayon, it's gonna bleed through the other side. So whenever I do a coloring page, I always want to do 1-sided. Yes, it takes up more paper, but I just know that it'll bleed through. There are some, for example, like the graphing paper, that one is 2-sided. And then this one right here, this one doesn't really require coloring, so this one is also 2-sided. So it depends on if it's a coloring page, I do 1-sided, and if it was a double page, I do, or if it was a non-coloring page where kids can just do it in pencil, I did it 2-sided. So to save space here, that's why I decided to do that. And then we have this one. This one they loved last year and it took so much time. And then we have a code with whole numbers. Now we do have a little bit of space. We have 1, 2, 3, I think 4 left. So 4 extra more pages throughout the year if I want to add and build onto it. These though, I have them in my sub bin last year, but unfortunately we have not done decimals, and I don't want to give the sub something that we have not taught yet, because if she gives it to the kids and they're not going to know what to do because we have not done decimals, and decimals is not taught at all in 3rd grade, so they would have no idea what to do with it. So I'm going to wait and keep this in the back, so that way when we officially do teach decimals and I need more sub plans or more sub work, then I'll print these and make copies, and then I'll put it in the sub bin. So that goes in the sub bin, and then it faces straight up so that way she can read it. I'm going to go ahead, and I probably will take off the sign so that way we can leave some space. And that isn't much available space, but this doesn't take up a lot of space. So let me go ahead and put this in here, and I do use binder clips. And I secure it on the side so that way when it's sticking out like this, so she can just grab it and don't worry about papers falling all over the floor. Let me tell you, it feels so good to have my sub bin complete, at least 3/4 to the full year. Now there's one last thing to do, and that is to actually turn it around so the label is facing the classroom, so they know, ta-da, it's right here. It looks so good. You can see it anywhere in the classroom. I try to make it really big. And it is packed with some amazing work. Now, yes, I know it is coloring, but it's not just like simple coloring. They have to multiply, they have to add, they have to subtract. So I try to keep them busy, but also reinforce those skills like multiplication, addition, subtraction, rounding, and then even like cutting and pasting for a couple of them. So they are all ready. I tried to alternate the binder clips around so that way it wouldn't just bunch up in one place, so she can just come and look through it if she just wants to go by the row, or if she actually wants to look and see what kind of subplans I left her. It is a bit tight, but over the weeks it'll start to lower down just because she's going to use them. And if I ever need to, I need to take away this one, and then I do need to replace with the sub plans and the student info. But yes, right now it is packed just because I want her to have as much stuff as possible for any sub that comes in the classroom. I did take off the science one, so I'll take this home. I need to put these in the what they call scissors right here. I'll take this home as well. Well, actually, I'll keep this in the bookshelf near my desk, so that way in case she ever needs some like science stuff, maybe for the science teacher, she can do that as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you around the classroom, and then I will get out of here because it is currently 5:15. I do plan on making one more anchor chart for division because I want to put as many strategies up there. Today I'm going to show you what we did today. One of my students is here. So first things first, there's always this empty page right before the actual problem set. So I just wrote a couple notes. So I told them that this is the dividend, this is the divisor, this is the quotient, this is the remainder. You can either write capital R or lowercase r. And then we did do a little bit of this so that way they could see just how like one is left over. And tomorrow I'm going to explain how this is still a group, because a lot of them, they think that it's only 11 groups, and yes, it's still 11 groups, but it's 11 completed groups. So that's why I made sure to write that word completed there so they can understand that it's 11 groups filled with 2 discs in each, or 2 in each group. But the third, there's still another group. It's just that this group has only 1 instead of the 2 that you're supposed to have. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about like, okay, well, let's say 12 students are going on, no, let's say 23 students are going on a field trip. Now, these are on a bus, right? But 23 students still need to go. So that means only 22 get to go, even though the 23rd still signed their permission slip. So once I explain like the field trip story, they kind of understand like, oh, okay, so how many buses do you need in all? Oh, you need 12 buses, even though this kid's going to be all by himself. So tomorrow I'll go back and explain using like a field trip, like, oh, how are you going to leave this little kid by himself? So that I'll do tomorrow. And then this is how I taught it today. So let me go ahead and go over this one. So for example, I did 19 divided by 2. So 19 on the top, and then you do your multiples of your divisor, so 2. And then you cannot go past the number on top, so the closest you can get is 18. So how many groups did you get? 9. So 9 is your quotient. Now you still need 19 even though you have 18. So to get the remainder, you take your number on top, you subtract what you currently have, which is 18, and that's your remainder of 1. So 9 remainder of 1. And we did a couple here. You can see 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Closest you can get is 25. And then you still need 27, so that would be your remainder. And I taught them to subtract the number that you're looking for versus the number that you currently have, and that'll be your remainder. And I tried to always do the little arrow to kind of show them what each one means. And I did show them how to show their work by multiplying the quotient and the divisor to get this, and then you add the remainder to get your dividend back. And then they did their X ticket, so you can see that this student got everything right. So proud of them. So look at that. So pretty much now, I did show them how to do it this way, but some of the students are stubborn and you do it this way. I don't mind. I just feel like this way is better just because they have more space to go this way versus this way. What if one of the questions is like smaller, like less space to work with? So that's prefer, I mean, it works. It's just their mindset. So that they do that, and then they work on their succeed. Oh, look, I brought the same one. Oh, Lord, y'all. Oh, I don't know about this one, y'all, tomorrow. And then they work on their succeed, which is like their homework. It even says like homework, but I make them do it in class so that way I can help them with it. And plus, they're kids. They're not supposed to be doing work at home. I don't believe that. And pretty much, yeah, so you can see they still did the same strategy even with their Succeed book. So that's pretty much what we did today, is division. Tomorrow I'm going to teach them the standard algorithm as well as the area model. I do need to make that anchor chart. Now again, I'm not sure if I'm coming in tomorrow because I don't feel good. Y'all, like, I don't know if you can hear my throat. My voice is raspy. I don't feel good. I'm sniffling. I'm coughing, I'm dropping stuff, I'm mixing up numbers, I'm mixing up words. So probably tomorrow is going to be a sick day for me. I'm going to try and be here. I'm going to try and take off Thursday just because I rather take off Thursday, because then Friday we have our fall festival, which is like you can wear your costume, but we're going to have like face painting, food, arts, crafts, fun, games, whatever. The kids can run around, do whatever they want. The parents are allowed to come. It's gonna be fun. The parents might bring food, whatever, even though I told them I don't really want food because number one, kids are really sick lately, like coughing, sneezing. Kids are germy. That's probably where I got sick from the kids. Number two, it's a mess to clean up. They just drop all this food, like here's pizza, here's cupcakes, here's juice, and they don't come help, or they don't supply enough food for the students. I remember last year when I had 28 kids, they would bring 24 juices. Like, okay, what do we do with the rest of the 4 kids that don't get any juice, you know? So it's just about equity and the cleanliness, and then there's so many trash cans. And the worst is when parents bring water and then the kids, oh, they grab one, okay, they drink it, they put it down somewhere, and guess what? They don't put their name, even though I give them Sharpies, even though I give them a sheet of paper to put their name on it. They don't put their name on it. So when they put it down, they walk away. Guess what? We don't know whose it is. And they're like, wait, but is this one mine? Is this one mine? Like, I don't know. So now they're risking the chance of drinking someone else's water, someone else's germs, someone else's saliva. So, no. Trust me, 6 years, no. Now, update on the field trip. We have been confirmed that we're going on, I'm not telling you. No, I'm not telling you. I'm not going to tell you what date because for safety reasons. I'll tell you after the video comes out. But we are going to the Moody Gardens. So that's 1 hour this way, 1 hour that way. We are going to watch a movie, so that's going to be fun. We do have like an itinerary. I don't know how to say that word. But they kind of told us like from this time to this time, it's like the rainforest exploration, self-guided. This time to this time, you'll eat your lunch or snack, whatever. This time you need to line up for the movie, and then this time is the movie, and then the rest of the time you get to like explore, woohoo, go around. And then we got to be back on the bus by 1, so we can be back here by 2 o'clock, and then that's it. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited because I have been there before. Now, I went there during the summer, during summer camp, and I just remember being eaten alive by mosquitoes. So hopefully, since we're going in November, that's the only clue I'll give you, hopefully the mosquitoes and the weather is not going to be that bad. It is supposed to get nice and cold tomorrow, Wednesday, so we'll see how that feels. I might wear a sweater, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be nice. Maybe they'll decorate for Christmas. I mean, it is November, but you never know. Some people decorate early. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I am gonna write a couple things on the board just in case I don't come in tomorrow. I'll change the date. I'll change the agenda, objective learning. So that'll be the last thing I do. I'm gonna go ahead and go home. I will see y'all tomorrow, or if not, Thursday. Thank you guys so much for watching. Update my sub bin, and I will update you guys later this week. Hopefully this is gonna be a weekly vlog. Yay! Hello everyone. everyone, welcome back. It is Thursday after school. I'm about to go home, but before I do, I wanted to show you the complete anchor chart wall for modules 1, 2, and 3. We have the newest one, which is division strategies. I tried to do the most common and the most basic ones, as well as some vocabulary so they know which one is dividend, divisor, quotient, and what each of those mean. Today was the first day that we did standard algorithm. Tomorrow is Halloween, so I know for sure these kids ain't gonna learn nothing new. So it's going to be a review day. So let me go ahead and show you what that's gonna look like. I have a little packet here, and you're probably thinking, oh, a packet. Yes, a packet. This is from Bluebonnet itself. These are like sprints that you're supposed to do in class, but you know what? We don't have time to always do all of them. So instead, this is going to be a review of multiplication, division, like mental division, and then like division you actually have to kind of figure out and solve with quotients and remainders. By the way, let me know if your kids say reminders, because sometimes I hear that word and it gets stuck in my head and I always have to retell them it's remainders, not reminders. So that is something that I do have to struggle with for now. But one little incentive, because I know it's Halloween and kids are going to be less incentivized to do things or complete things, every page that they finish, or probably I'll do A and B, or maybe I'll just do A for my lower students and then A and B for my upper students. Any page that they finish, I want to go ahead and give them a sticker from the sticker store, so that way they feel incentivized to actually work on the problems, because it's not a lot, and some of them they probably can do it even in their heads, but most of them will have to work it out on the whiteboard or on paper, so I'll give that to them tomorrow. So I'm not expecting anybody to finish the whole packet, because we only have them for about 1 hour, since from 8 to 9:30 I have my homeroom, from 9:30 to 10:30 I have my second class, and my third class is from 10:30 to 11:30. We'll eat with our third class from 11:30 to 12 o'clock, but we do have to eat in the classroom just because it's pretty much like an early dismissal day, since parents are allowed to come to the fall festival and hang out with their children, and then they're able to leave at any time. I do have to get the early sign out form, so I'll put that on my clipboard so I can walk around with it, as well as 2 pencils just in case of an emergency. And then from 12 to 2, our principal told us they can like play games, do activities. I know like Kinder's doing like arts with pumpkins. I'll let them play, be fun and free and just have lots of fun. No devices, just because we still do have that Texas law of not being able to use their phone even on like fun free days. So we have lots of games that they can do. I know they're excited about the money, so that's gonna be really fun. And then from 2 to 3 is actually 4th and 5th time to do the fall festival. So we'll go outside, play all the games that are outside games. So I know we have like those with like inflatable balls, so that'll be fun. We have like the tent with the umbrella that the kids go under. That's really fun. So you put a picture right here. And then I know we have like giant Jenga and just like soccer and kickball and all that fun stuff. So that'll be available for them from 2 to 3, and then parents are able to come and take their kids. So hopefully by the end, around like 2:45, all students will be gone, and if not, we just have to wait till their parents pick them up. But no car dismissal line, so that way parents just come in, they park, get their kid, and then that's it. So again, we're only having them for about 1 hour each, except for my homeroom, they get a little bit longer. So again, I only expect them to maybe do this page and then the second page, but they'll be able to work with their friends, whoever they want. They'll be able to sit wherever they want, just as long as they're not too loud, because it is still a school day. And yes, there will be those that come in their Halloween costume. I remember last year one kid came in a full robot costume. I even put it on my class pictures. And I was like, you literally could not see out of that thing. Like, I don't know how he was breathing, but it was a full robot costume, and he pretty much did nothing the whole day because everybody was just gushing about him. Everybody wanted to try it on, see how it works. His mom was here taking pictures and giving him on his supply. So I already know that there's going to be nothing productive going on. So I'm not taking this for a grade. It's pretty much just review of multiplication multiplication and division that we have been working on. So I didn't want to give him anything too crazy, but I also didn't want to give him a chill day, like, okay, let's do nothing, let's watch a movie. Like, no, our principal did say we did have to do some kind of like review or learning or, you know, something educational. So for the morning, this, and then afternoon, party time. I will see if I can take some videos or some photos of tomorrow's day, just kind of like wherever I can take photos of, to see how it goes. But other than that, thank you guys so much for joining me on Thursday. I will try to end this vlog tomorrow, but I am so excited on how the division strategies look. Look guys, it just looks so good. Look at it. Oh, even with the LED lights and everything. I will say that division strategies, when I put it on, I had to take this one and then shift it and then this one. I don't know if you guys saw that when I was like putting it on, but it was like insane. Like, no, this one's crooked and this one's crooked and this one's out of place and I need to bring this one closer and this one, oh, it was all over the place. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye y'all. Hello everyone, it is 7:25 on Friday, Halloween, but y'all, I wanted to show y'all my costume. Ready? How many sevens am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Y'all, guys, I already, a couple co-workers saw it. They were like, block out now, your kids are gonna love it. But technically I have 2 costumes. Ready? I'm 6, 7. I saw that one from that teacher who was putting it on like Instagram and TikTok. But technically I did get sick, like I told you guys, over this week. So I'm 6, 7. But technically if this doesn't work and like I want to put it on my head, I can do, how many 7s am I? 6 7s. So 2 outfits in one. Very creative. I just printed off 7s and just cut them, and then I do have tape, but I also have like that fabric tape, so it does stay a little bit more secure. So yeah, this is my outfit. I'm going to take a quick picture for the Instagram, and then that's pretty much it. So I already told you guys what the kids are going to be doing. I'm excited for them to see the outfit, just a little spirit. I put this one on a headband so that way I can wear it on top of my head. 6, 7, y'all. I'm having too much fun. All right, y'all, let's hope today ends in a really good day. Bye, guys. Alright, one more. Let me recheck yours.
Don't we already have
Hello everyone, you can't even see me. Oh, all my 7s are gone. It's the end of the day. I'm done. Woo! I'm not gonna lie though, today was really fun. I'm super excited. I even got my little tissue here. The kids were like 6, 7 all day, but it was truly a good moment. Now I did actually look up the lyrics and I saw that the song's not really appropriate, but whatever, you know, the kids have that phase. And today I had the kids do arts and crafts in like free time, and 2 of my kiddos made me a personalized note. So sweet, best teacher. And also I got a little surprise. Remember I told y'all that we have like a school store with like the little eagle and the bison and like those little stuffed animals, and it took like 3 weeks for things to actually get here. Well, this is one of the things that I ordered, so I'm super excited. I'm gonna look at it and see how you play it, because I looked at it a little bit, but I didn't really like put that much look into it. But I'm super excited. 2 to 8 players, which I love, so that means more kids can be occupied while I'm doing small groups and the other students are doing independent practice. But I'm going to just look at it for a quick second, and then I'm gonna go home. Today was honestly the most fun day I've ever had at a school event. Like normally we always have to stay with the kids have to be more structured, but I love the events where kids can just run around, be where they want. Most of the kids danced all day. Some of them went to the playground, some of them did the little parachute thing, some of them dance and parachute, but nobody was like in the classroom, nobody was sat out, like everybody was dancing at one point. Everybody had so much fun, and I love those moments because the kids like aren't really bothering me. The kids are just so busy having fun. They're not even worried. Like no one brought money. I mean, no one brought pizzas, no one brought cupcakes, no one brought water, so we didn't have any issues with food or water. There was a water station, so everything was so good today. My last kid just left like 2 minutes ago. It's currently 4:04. I'm gonna get out of here after I look at what this is and kind of set it up in one of the bins, and that's it. So thank y'all so much for watching this weekly vlog. I mean, it was 3 out of 5 days, but it is better than nothing, okay? Better than nothing. I will see y'all next week. Bye, guys.